Hey, I have not seen all of you guys in quite some time. I know I have not taught a workout in a very, very long time. So I'm really excited to be sharing with you one of my live workouts today. You're going to see that I'm featuring a variety of different products behind me through LifePro. If you have them, awesome. If you don't, jump on in because you don't have to have them in order to do this workout. I'm featuring the Horizon Balance Trainer. We've got two different Rumblexes. We've got the Rumblex Pro and the Rumblex Plus, the squishy ball that came with the Balance Trainer, and then I've got the adjustable weights way behind me. I've got the mini bands that are included in all the platforms. So you just have to have a platform of whatever you're liking. You can do this workout on any platform, but we are going to hit all of the primary human movement functions, which would include squats, lunges, hinges, just in general core, so through the midsection, pushing and planking through the chest, and of course, abs and pelvic floor. And then we're going to end with some really awesome recovery so that we can end this workout on an energetic note. I am so excited. I haven't taught, like I said, I haven't taught a workout virtually in months. I've done a lot of the product launches and I've done a lot of information, but I've actually gotten and done a workout in a long time on my personal page or for LifePro. So today is an awesome day. It's a new year, a new you, right? And I personally am wanting to continue to manifest this body that we've already started manifesting through LifePro. And so you can use this workout and then you can come back to it and watch it over and over and over again because they're going to save it. And if you love what you get today, you can follow me every day here with LifePro at 1 o'clock. I'm going to teach a workout here every day this week through the weekdays with LifePro, featuring some of the different equipment. But for sure, you're going to see me using the platforms and some of our new products, including the Infinity Box Gym. So super, super excited. How is everybody today? I'm seeing everybody listening in, and I'm so excited to see all of you. I've been sick. The COVID is really on rampant rise right now, and I've been sick the last couple of weeks, so I'm just now getting my voice back. But anyhow, each one of these workouts will be, or each one of these exercises, we're going to do for a 30-second interval, and then you're going to have about 10 seconds of rest in between where you can rearrange your equipment, grab whatever you need, grab a drink, or you can just jump right in and keep on going for 40 seconds before we switch out. But 30 seconds, several different exercises featuring squats, lunges, hinges, core, push planks, pelvic floor, abs, and recovery at the end. Now, I do know from listening to Debbie and Joel last night, there were a lot of questions about how to do things properly. So I want to go over a really quick demonstration on how to do these different exercises properly without the platform. And then when you add them to the platform, then you'll have some kind of a foundation to go with. So again, if you don't have a platform, you don't have to have a platform today. I'm going to throw in my awesome workouts with that I've done without the platform, and we're going to do it with the platform today. But jump in if you just want to experience it. If you're curious about the straps I've got on, you can contact me directly to ask questions about that. It's the blood flow resistance bands. And again, if you have questions about how to get a hold of them or what they're for, text me directly instead of posting. It's 317-446-7971 if you want more information on what they do and what they're for. But in combining that technology with the LifePro vibration technology and all the different workout equipment, there's so many awesome things that can benefit all the way around full circle, from pain management to weight loss to having more energy to just feeling more positive and boosting immunity. So that's what we're going to focus on today: getting stronger, new year, new you, and boosting that immunity while just getting a little bit of a sweat going, because I need the sweat. All right. Okay. Let's start with first things first. When we talk about a squat, so many people are like, oh, I can't squat. Okay, here's what I want you to remember. If you have to bend over to pick something up off the floor, if I'm going to pick up the ball, I've got to squat down in order to pick it back up. So what I mean by this is, if you can't do a squat where you're going completely down low in proper position, it's okay. I would rather you do what you're comfortable doing, because at the end of the day, we all have to sit down on a toilet. We all have to sit down in a chair, which requires us to squat. Is it the right way to do it in a weight room? Might not be, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, because what's most important is getting you moving. So what I want you to remember, when I'm showing you the squat or when you're trying to execute a squat, I want you to imagine sitting down on the toilet or sitting down into a chair. You do not have to go super low to the ground, as low as you might see me going. If you just want to go partial squat, that's fine. What I don't like to see is I don't like the knees coming forward and the heels coming up off the ground, okay? So again, don't like knees coming forward and heels off the ground. I think what I really like to see more is sitting back, okay? If you have total knee, total hip replacements, you've been doing some leg press exercises, you've been riding a bike, you've been moving those knees, moving those hips. As long as you're moving and you're not having any pain, I don't care what you look like, because at the end of the day, it's about getting movement and it's about working our body on a cellular level. So you do what feels good to you. But in general, when I teach a squat, it's about sitting down in a chair or sitting down on the toilet and being able to get back up versus dropping the knees forward. When it comes to a lunge, what I like to teach with a lunge is if we pick a knee up and we just take a step forward, we have to land that first. And then from there, imagine yourself sliding down a pole, okay? A lot of people, when they lunge, they'll lunge forward like this with their whole body leaning forward. And if that's you, and if that's the only way that you can lunge, that's quite all right. I would so much rather you do that than not trying to lunge at all. Because at the end of the day, when I go to put the ball down on the floor, this right here is a lunge. This right here is a lunge. This right here is a lunge. Dropping down to the front is a lunge. Dropping down to the back is a lunge. Is there a right and a wrong way to do a lunge? The answer is yes and no. When it comes to performance and training athletes, yes, there is. But for training everyday people like you, no, we got to keep you moving. And that's the most important incentive here. So when it comes to doing a lunge, if all you can do is reach forward and put that ball or your object or your hands on your knees, okay, we're still in a lunge formation here because we're stepping in one forward with the leg moving, or we're stepping one leg over to the side, okay? So when we're squatting, squatting is a triple hinge joint exercise. So hips, knees, and ankles, okay? When we are doing a lunge, one leg may or may not be bent, okay? And it doesn't matter which direction you go. In fact, I teach a lunge in a clock formation. So whatever works for you, works for me. Most important thing, you're pain-free and you're moving. If you feel a little discomfort or you're starting to feel a little tweak going on or you're starting to feel some burning, that's muscle adaptation and that is okay, perfectly safe. If you feel a sharp shooting pain in your knee or in your hips when you're doing these exercises, we want to ease off a little bit, okay? When it comes to what we call a hinge, what I want you to think about with a hinge is not squatting with the knees, but I want you to think about keeping your head and your chest high and touching your butt to the wall behind you. Sounds kind of funny, but it works, okay? A hinge is all about moving through, the hip joint and not so much of the knees and the ankles. So think about head, chest high, stick your butt to the wall and rise back up. That's a hinge right there, okay? When we think about a hinge, we think about a deadlift. So we drop down to the floor, pull the weight up to here, come back down. We're not gonna be doing a whole lot of deadlifting, but we are gonna be doing some hinging. When we're laying on our back with our knees bent, we're extending through the hip joint. So I will explain that one to you as we get going. When it comes to push-ups and planks, okay? I want you to imagine those hands coming down to your sides as opposed to bowing out like a bow and arrow. I want you to bring the elbows back to where you can feel them. And if you have trouble with doing that, I'm going to teach you a different way to do a push-up so that you're comfortable. And if you can't hold a push-up all the way, we're going to go into what's called a hover. And a hover is the foundation for creating strength using the push-up. All right. So we've talked about squats, we've talked about lunges, we've talked about hinges, we've talked about push-ups and planks. Most important thing is that pelvic floor is engaged. So remember, as we're doing these exercises, especially using the vibration platform and using the squishy ball in between our legs, I want you to remember, hold your pee and hold your poo, okay? Hold your pee and hold your poo, which means these muscles are engaging properly and we're able to stabilize and maintain. We don't want the junk in the trunk just hanging outward, okay? So this right here is more pelvic floor not activated versus here, everything is more tucked in, tight, and stable. But more importantly than anything, we got to be able to do all these exercises while breathing. So let's make sure that as we are breathing, we are not holding our breath on any of these exercises, and we're using breathing through the core zone here between the diaphragm and the pelvic floor to create the outcome of the strength and the energy that we're looking for. It's not about how much you can lift or how long you can go. It's about the quality and the comfort from you being able to continue on with these on a day-to-day basis. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using both of the platforms. We're going to set it up for a 10-minute workout to get started. I'm only demoing both so that you can have an assortment of different visuals depending on which platform you have. It's different when you're completely flat versus when you have the curved. So whatever you have at home, enjoy. And again, forgive me, I'm coming back from being sick, so I might have to use the tissue from here and there. So go ahead and get yourself situated with your platform. If you've got weights, make sure you have your free weights handy. I'm going to be starting with the plus. And I've got my interval timer here ready to go. And so we are going to go ahead and start it on out. I love the P2 program. And so that's where we're going to start, is the P2 program. And all I want you to do is we're going to go ahead and get on that platform. And we're just going to start with some basic squats. Nothing too exciting here, right? All we're going to do is just lower your weight and rise. Now, I like holding onto an object, but if you need to use your knees in order to do this right, that's fine. We're just lowering that squat and we're rising back up. Okay. Now, we're about 30 seconds in already, according to my timer. So I'm going to go ahead and extend this next interval about 10 seconds so we can get the full on effect. We're just warming up with some squats. Okay. And now from here, we're going to maintain a squat, and it doesn't matter where you're comfortable at. Just make sure you're stable, you're comfortable, and you're balanced. And all I want you to do is tap the toes while you're holding that squat. This is getting a lot of energy moving right here. Okay. Just a partial squat here, toe taps. So we're getting those lower legs fired up, blood flow working through into the calves, into the shins. Nice job. All right, let's go 10 more seconds here. Now, only if you feel comfortable with this, once you take those hands, trace them down your legs, roll it back up. Trace those arms down your legs and roll it back up. Guess what you're doing? You're squatting. Yay. Roll it back up. Drop down. Find the toes. Roll it back up. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Rolling it back up. I'm sure you're all excited to get moving into this new year. So many big dreams and goals. So I want you to think about, what are you wanting to conquer together as a team with Lifepro into this upcoming year? All right. 5 more seconds for me here. And just like that, we're almost 3 minutes in. Okay, now from here, all I want you to do is take one hand, it doesn't matter which one it is, reach down and touch your opposite foot and rise up. Reach down, touch the opposite foot, rise up. Guess what? We're squatting with a little bit of rotation. So we're getting a lot of inner thighs here. Rotate, good. Now reach down and let's twist and open. Now we're squatting and we're opening our body through the core zone. Whoo, I am already burning. Legs are on fire. This is a good feeling. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch it out. Hand comes up. Reach down for that opposite leg and open up. Reach and open up. Let's keep working it. That's it. I want to know, when you get a chance, put in your comment section, what are your goals for this year? What are you wanting to conquer with your Lifepro team between Debbie and Roseanne, myself, and Joel? What can we do to help you in being the best version of yourself possible? Let's go 5 more seconds here. That's it. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. That's an introduction into squats. Let's go ahead and get some introductions into some lunges. Now, we're just going to start. Let me show you a little simple way of doing this. We're going to take a foot off and step behind. Guess what? You're doing a lunge. All right, right here. Let's reach forward and rise up. Reach forward to touch and rise up. This might not be so easy for some of you. Reach forward, rise up into the air, reach forward, into the air. Yes, my thighs are burning like crazy. Woo! We are on fire here, my friends. 3, 2, 1. Now rise up, leg comes up. Now, what we give a little bit of love to one leg, we got to give a little bit of love to the other leg. So let's take a big step back, only within your comfort zone, okay? Reach forward and rise. Reaching forward, yep, it's a balance act, and rise. We're dropping down, coming on up. And again, you don't have to have a platform to do this. You just got to get moving, and that's the whole purpose here. Let's go 10 more seconds for me because this feels so good. That's it. Woo, a little teeter-totter action there. Last one right here. Nice job. Okay, now we've gone forward. We've gone with both legs. Let's work it from the side, okay? So from the side, what I want you to do, take those hands on the knees, step it out, step it in. Step it out, step it in. Yep, we got a side lunge tap going here. Step it up and step it out. Now, if you're burning here, you're doing something right. If it's hard for you to stay in this position where you're touching your knee, then move with the leg if you have to, because you're gonna burn either way. I am on fire right now. Let's go 10 more seconds. That's it. Nice job. 2 and 1. Now, where we got to give a little love on one, we got to give a little love to the other. So let's take that step over the side. Get that hand positioned here so we're stable. Now, a little insider trick. If you move your shoulders and your chest very little, it is way more energy on the legs. So if you're wanting to tone more in the legs and more in the butt, keep your shoulder nice and level. And if you just don't care and you just want to move, feel free to step off to the side. Yes, we are burning. Yes, we are on fire. I'm going to give you a little bit of a drink break here in 3.5 minutes. You just got to make it 3.5 minutes, and we're going to switch up those exercises. Yes, you're doing great. Let's go 10 more seconds because it feels oh so good. Nice job. 5, there's 4, 3, 2, last one right there. Nice job. Okay, let's talk about that hinge. So from here, we're going to keep our head and chest high, stick that butt out way back to the wall, and just let yourself hang here. It's a nice long stretch on your backside and your hamstrings and your calves. Roll it on up. Open up chest wall to the sky. Being thankful, open heart, open arms. Reach on down, nice and easy. Head, chest stays high. Butt to the wall. That's it. Rolling up nice and slowly. Chest open up. Hands up to the sky. Okay. Now, we're going to get into more hinges here in just a moment. But for now, I want to take you through some abs so we can stay focused on the platform for another couple minutes. You're going to have a seat, and we're going to work on pushing and pulling with our arms. So we're going to get a little bit of arms, a little bit of abs. So you're going to take your hands, scoot your body off to the edge, have a seat on the floor, and then get your butt up off the floor. Have a seat, get yourself back up. If for some reason you are having shoulder pain here and you need to put yourself a little pillow or you need to put yourself up a little bit higher, then you adjust yourself as you need to, okay? But this is referred to as a tricep dip, tricep extension, if you will. So if you're wanting to get rid of that extra flubber under the arms and in the armpits, this is the exercise to go to. Let's go another 10 seconds here. Yep. We be burning. Here's 10. Yep, we're almost there. And then we're going to take you to the back side, and we're going to hinge through our hips using those abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now I'm going to go around to the other side here and angle this so you can see my alignment. We've got less than a minute. So we're going to lay on our back, feet flat to the platform, hands up to the sky, or you can go elbows down. I want you to put a $100 bill in your butt crack and squeeze it really, really tight. Push those hips into the ceiling. In and out with those knees. Slowly lower. Nice job. Foot flat, push those hips up. In and out with those legs, open and close. Nice job. Slowly lower. Yep. Hips up. Open and close those legs. We're going to finish strong here. Booty, abs, hips, burning. Nice job. Slowly lower. One more of these right here. Push hard. Open and close those legs. Stabilizing. Woo! We be on fire with those booties. Nice job. Slowly lower. Awesome! We made it through one 10-minute workout on the Rumblex. So right now, I want you to treat yourself and get yourself a drink. I'm going to read through these comments real quick. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love it all, love it all, love it all. Gotta hydrate. Okay, up next, we're going to take a break from the Rumblex. We're going to go to the balance trainer with some free weights. If you don't have a balance trainer, and if you don't have free weights, go to your pantry, get yourself some canned food. Canned food cans work really good for free weights, and you don't have to have the balance trainer to do the exercise. We're just going to go through this together, but want you to have some fun with this, okay? All right. We are going to start with proper push-up positioning. If you have your horizon, it is going to go blue side down, black side up, okay? And what I want you to think about doing is pushing the ceiling away from you. So not squeezing the shoulders together and your head being down. Think about pushing your body into the ceiling, okay? If you want to grip the edges, you can, or you can go palms flat. And if you're not comfortable doing this at all, you can actually go directly to the floor and just push through on the floor. The balance trainer just makes it a notch harder and a little bit more interesting. So from here, I want you to tuck those toes underneath of you, and we're just going to elevate those knees ever so slightly off the ground. And from here, we're just tilting side to side, okay? Tilting side to side, easier said than done. We're going to go 20 seconds here. We've got this. That's it. 10 seconds. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. Let's flip that over to the other side. I want you to sit back, stretch out those arms and those bodies, and then we're ready to go. From here, we're going to kind of do the same thing, except we're not tilting. We're going to actually get into what I call bear position, okay? And again, if this is too much pressure on your palms and you need to go down to the floor or put some towels underneath your hands, you do what works best for you, and we will get better at this as a team as we continue to push through. If you can't keep going, it's okay to take a break, all right? But what we're going to do is we're going to go either into this hover or we're going to go into a full-on push-up position. And what I want you to do is slowly lower your body until you feel yourself laying on it. Drop your knees down, push back up, elevate those knees. Slowly lower down till you land on the top of the horizon. Drop your knees down, push back up, rise again. We are rising on the horizon. Knees down, push that body back up, elevate those knees. Let's go another 10 seconds. Slowly lowering, feeling yourself laying on it. Drop the knees down, push it away from you, elevate those knees. Nice job. Now, let's go ahead and switch and do some seated variations on this, all right? So right here, all I want you to do is focus on sitting on the unit. Take this back so you can actually see it. Okay. Now, if you happen to have your mini loop bands included with all of the LifePro products, we're going to use the yellow band with the wrists, and you can use the blue or the red around the ankles. Okay. This is all about abs here. So we're going to have a seat on the balance trainer, and I'm going to do red around my toes. I'm all about making my toes work a little harder today. We're going to go yellow band around the wrist. Okay. And what I want you to focus on, toes to your nose, and very comfortably, as you find your comfort zone on the balance trainer, you're going to open those arms. We're going to lean back. We're going to pick up those legs. Open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slowly lower and rise. Now remember, if you totally wipe out, I've done it many, many a times. It's okay if you totally wipe out. Have fun with it, right? If you're not comfortable taking those feet off the ground, let's open up that band. Let's open and close, leaning back, rising up, hands overhead. Open and close, leaning back. As far as you can go. Hands overhead. Little open and closes. Feet are still stabilizing. Hands overhead and rise. Now, if you want to make this more interesting, you can sit more on the front of the horizon, and we can slowly take ourselves back, find our hands to the floor, rise, and lift. Okay? Now make sure you're keeping those toes square to the nose and you're keeping your feet wide. It makes it harder on the hips, engages the abs and the glutes more. So open and close that band, that yellow band. Take it all the way back. Find the ground behind you. Rise up and lift. Good. Starting out in front. Take it behind. Take it to the ground and lift. And you're up. Now, if you have the horizon and you have a squishy ball, or if you don't have a horizon but you still have a squishy ball, okay, we can put that ball in between our knees to squeeze tight in order to engage all of the deep abdominals in the groin, pelvic floor, and right up through the center of our being, okay? So right here, we're just gonna lean back, squeeze that ball, find the ground, and sit up and come on up. The nice thing about the horizon is it gives you a nice little cushion in the low part of your back where you're typically a little more sensitive. So again, if you are really uncomfortable sitting on it, you can also go straight down to the floor and you can use the horizon to lift up off the ground while still having a full cushion beneath your low back. So if you're more comfortable on the floor, reaching overhead, you can do that as well. I just want you to make sure that you're comfortable. If you're wanting the absolute hardest of the abs, then you're going to keep those feet stable, toes to nose, squeezing the squishy ball and taking it back as long as you can take it back. Super sloth speed, slow motion. The slower you go, the harder it is, okay? So rowing it back, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Find the ground slowly. Oh, goodness, there we go. Coming on up. Nice job. Now, another little trick in between. We hold our arms right here. Let's squeeze that squishy ball 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Slowly lower. Find the ground. Coming back up. Lift tall. 5 squeezes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take it back. Oh, yes. Nice abs. Lift tall. Don't forget to breathe. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Now, let me show you another little trick. Let me see what our comments are here. I'm burning. You're burning. We're all burning. Yes, definitely save these for future use. All right. Here's another favorite with the horizon. We're going to lay on our side, okay? Laying on our side, okay? We're going to have one leg tucked under, one leg over the top, okay? And we've got our squishy ball here. We're gonna reach over, leg raise. Reach over, touch the ground, leg raise. Oh, how about those side abs? Got a little extra roll in your skinny jeans. This takes care of that. Let's go for 30 seconds here. Think about pulling those toes to your nose. Now, if you can't do straight leg, but you can do a bent knee, feel free to try the bent knee as well. It feels totally different than if you do straight leg. Oh, I'm already feeling this. Lots of burning. I'm definitely not in the shape I was in when I was teaching these classes every day. So we're going to be getting back to that in the next 2 weeks. You'll see me all the time because COVID is slowing the world down again, which means I get to go back into my virtual shell and cater to all of you, which I love, makes me so happy. Let's switch sides. Let's give the other side abdominals a little love and a lot of burn, right? Now you might not feel this today, but trust me, tomorrow when you wake up, you'll be like, oh, Amber, now I'm feeling you. We got to go back and do that again. So save this on your favorites list. And it's the gift that keeps giving, trust me. Okay, so we're here, we're positioned comfortably. We're stable, okay? Reaching overhead, leg raise up. Overhead, reach, leg raise up. That's it. We're gonna go 30 seconds here. Yep. And then we're gonna work on doing some exercises on the platform using some free weights. We're gonna get those arms moving while we're working those legs. You're doing great. 20 seconds in, let's go. Yep, I'm burning too. Now, if we need to bend that knee and you want to bring it inward instead of up and out, sky's the limit. You can do whatever you like, but there's so many variations to that. I am just scraping the surface and getting started. We are going to rock and roll every day this week, 1 o'clock. So whatever you got, whether it's just you don't have to have any equipment. I will teach you how to use what you have at home until you get our LifePro equipment, because we want you to be able to do everything without an excuse. Whew, there we go. All right, let's grab a drink. We're 20 minutes in. We're gonna go, oh, I thank you too, you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, yes, I am like, Are you guys sweating and heart rate is up, right? That's how I feel. I can't even talk. Okay, I'm gonna get on the Rumblex Pro next. I'm gonna grab the adjustable dumbbell free weights. Grab whatever free weights you want. We are not gonna use the squishy ball for this part, but we are definitely gonna be doing some free weights. So free weights, if you don't have free weights and you got the mini bands, you can go with the mini bands. But most important is to get yourself adjusted here. And of course, my favorite workout is P2. So I'm gonna rock it on P2. All right, staying hydrated, life is good. And we are ready for launch. Now, on the adjustable dumbbells, I'm gonna just start with 5s because we're gonna work on doing some shoulder work, okay? Working on shoulders for getting started. So P2, adjustable dumbbells, I'm starting with 5s because I'm weak. I haven't exercised like this in quite some time, so we're gonna ease into it so they can actually function doing this tomorrow. Now, what I want you to do, we're just gonna raise one arm at a time, straight in front of you, like you're holding a bottle of water or holding a hammer. We don't want to pour anything out. We just want to raise it up, bring it back to our sides. If you're having shoulder pain, this is one of those great exercises that will help with curing rotator cuff problems and shoulder pain. So whether you're wanting to strengthen or tone those beautiful looking arms, or whether you're wanting to use it for a rehab standpoint, all of these exercises work really, really well for all of that. Okay, we're going to do another 15 seconds here of front raises. And we're going to make sure we get a good 20 minutes worth of arms in here so that you walk away feeling like I worked you completely in and out, head to toe. There we go. All right, now from here, because we're going off to the sides, we can actually raise both arms at the same time. When we go forward, we don't want to lift both of the weights at the same time because it puts a lot of pressure on the spine. So I like to alternate arms when we're going forward. A little secret here. If you have trouble raising your arms straight, just give it a little slight bend to the elbow. A little bend in the elbow goes a long way. You got it. Raising those arms up while we're getting a lot of vibration from the Rumblex, which is stimulating up to 90% of our muscle fibers to spontaneously short and lengthen a lot in order to provide extra tone. So we're actually lifting with greater incentives by using the platform to do it. Okay, from here, let's bring those weights up in front of us. We're just gonna open and close. I'm gonna give this to you up and close in person. So we're gonna take the weights straight up here. We're gonna keep those elbows glued in. Open and close, open, close. This is another rotator cuff exercise. So if you're struggling from frozen shoulders, or you're struggling from a shoulder situation, or you're just wanting to work on being a better athlete, or you're wanting to prevent shoulder pain, this is a go-to exercise. And yes, it burns like crazy. Great exercise. So open and close. Nice work. Let's go 20 more seconds. We've got this. That's it. We're halfway through. Yes, if we're burning, we're doing something right. So burn, 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 my friends. 10 seconds, we're done, and we're moving on. We're gonna go right on into biceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now for biceps, I'm gonna go a little heavier. I'm gonna upgrade to 10 pounds. Beautiful thing about these adjustable dumbbells, I love these dumbbells. If you don't have them yet, it needs to be next on your list. All right, so from here, we're gonna up and curl. So I'm gonna give this to you up close in person so you can see, okay? We're gonna go up and close. If you just want to go straight up and down, you can do that. If you wanna rotate so palm is up, we're getting all of the exercise, we're getting all the muscles, sorry. We're exercising all those muscles in a vortex or spiral motion, which is how our body is meant to move. So let's keep working that. We're gonna go alternating arms. Since we're bringing those weights to the front, we want to alternate. It's just too much energy on our low back if we're bringing them both at the front at the same time while we're stabilizing our low back. Nice job. Ooh, my arms are burning. We'd be doing something good here. Let's go 10 more seconds right here. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right. Now, on this next one, I'm going to show this to you up close in person, and then however you choose to stand is up to you. But I'm going to stand in more of a lunge position on the platform. One hand will be relaxed. The other, I'm going to pull up, kick that weight away, and bring it back down, okay? So we're rowing up, swing it out, back to and back down. Make sure you have complete control over this so that you don't hurt yourself. I'm gonna go sideways so you can see this in action, but you guys keep going. We're going 30 seconds here, each leg. So I'm gonna start with my left arm. Hand is positioned, stabilizing my knee. We're gonna row up, kick it back, in and down, up, out, in, and down. And you work at whatever pace you want to. Nice job. You're doing great. Give me 10 more seconds here. That's it. Yes, it burns. Nice job. Let's switch arms. Switching sides. Getting ourselves stable first. Stability is most important here. Get yourself set. Let's pull, kick it back, in and down. Pull it up, take it back, in and down. Up, back, in. That's it. We're almost home, my friends. We're almost home. Nice job. You guys are winning the day. You got to win the workout, win the day. If you win the day, you win the week. Nice job. Let's go 10 more seconds right here because we can. 5 more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Burning. Wowzers. Whew. Yes, we are killing it today. All right. Now, this next exercise, it is a hinge. So we are going to be standing on the platform from the side. We're going to drop down. We're going to pull the weights up, and then we rise. Okay, but I want you to keep your head and chest up the whole time. So we're going to drop it down, keep pulling those weights upward, and then rise. Down, pull the weights to the chest, and then rise. So you're just pumping those weights up once, and then we rise. Nice job. We're pulling up, and then we stand. Squeeze those butt cheeks when you get up to the top. Make sure you're coming all the way up. Reaching down, pulling them up. Rise and squeeze those butt cheeks. That's it. We want you to feel the burn everywhere. Nice job. Rise. We're going to go 10 more seconds here because that's what I'm in the mood for. We're pushing full throttle today because we can. Nice job. 2, and last one. Awesome job. Okay. We're going to go a little heavier weight. I'm going to go 15 pounds on this. Only using one. Okay? Here's the secret. We're going to hold the weight with both hands. We're going to have a little seat. We're going to take it away from our body, back in, and then stand tall. Squeeze those butt cheeks when you come up. All right? So it looks a little something like this. We're going to keep it hanging up and down. Drop down. Take it away. Bring it in and up. Now, if you don't want to take that weight away from you because it's too much, another thing we can do is come down and touch those elbows to your knees. Okay, touching the elbows to those knees. But if you want the abs, you're going to drop down, take it away, bring it up, and rise. Drop it, take it out, up, and rise. That's it. Make sure you squeeze those butt cheeks all the way up. Nice job. Let's give me 10 more seconds here because this one is killer. That's it. Last one right here. We got this. Woo! Nice job. Okay. We're rocking. We're doing great. Let's finish strong. Let's just take a stance on top of here. Okay. Let's just do some mini pulse squats. Nice and easy. Lots of pulsing. Just up and down like you're riding a horse. 15 seconds left on my platform. Just little bounces. Yep. It is a real killer burn. Nice job. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice job. All right, we're 30 minutes in for the whole workout. I want to go ahead and put you guys through some nice recovery. So if you can go ahead and grab yourself a water, and then I want you to go ahead and grab your squishy ball and your mini loop bands that come with your Lifepro products. If you don't have a squishy ball, you don't have to have one, but we are going to work here, laying just on our backs, working all these lower abs and our pelvic floor, okay? I'm going to go ahead and adjust our camera for just that. There we go. Okay, this is going to be awesome. I have been craving these exercises for quite some time, so I'm excited to do them all with you today. But we're going to end with pelvic floor and abs. I know this is longer than many of you wanted to do the workout, but we're going to go ahead and finish strong. And if you decide you don't want to do this part, you just delete this part of the workout. Not too bad for not having a voice for a couple weeks. COVID hit my house heavy, so I'm just now getting my voice back. Okay, now what we're going to do is starting. Let's just go ahead and start with the bare essentials. I want you to take a band and I want you to lay it underneath of your back. Okay? Band underneath your back. Now, if you can pull that band out, okay, then we're not using our pelvic floor and our abdominal wall properly. So what I want you to do is lay that band underneath of your back, and I want you to squash it by tilting your hips back, okay? So we're doing a basic pelvic tilt here, and I know this is hard to see because I'm wearing black, but I want you to bring your belly button toward your chin, and I want you to keep me from being able to pull that band out from underneath. If you're not in the right tilt, you'll be able to slide it right out, okay? So go ahead and slide it back under. Go ahead and drive those hips down and under, and I want you to squash your belly into the floor while you're breathing. The hardest part about this trick is not holding your breath, okay? But you can't pull that band out right now, right? So from here, we're gonna push those fingertips into the ceiling, pushing those fingertips into the ceiling, and all I want you to do is just pick up one foot, just barely up off the ground, okay? We'll drive it back down. Let's pick up the other foot. And again, this is really, really important exercise. If you've got low back pain, if you've got hip pain, if you're just wanting to develop better control of whether you're trying to hold on to your potty or not, or if you're wanting to get rid of the extra fluff in the waistline, or maybe you're coming off of a surgery. If you've had any kind of abdominal surgery, these exercises are going to be incredibly hard, but ultra important. So make sure that you're continuing to push on that band with your low back so you can't pull it out. And we're just marching back and forth with our feet, okay? Now, to make this a notch harder, we're gonna take that squishy ball and we're gonna push it over our head in contact with the floor. And we're gonna do the exact same thing where we're picking up our foot one at a time while squashing that mini loop band so nobody can take it out from underneath of you, okay? And as you can tell, I'm not holding my breath because I'm actually talking to you. So if you want to talk to me back into the television and say, Amber, you are totally killing my abs right now, or Amber, I love these exercises, or Amber, these are not my favorite exercises. Either way, if you can talk to me into the TV, I know that you're not holding your breath, okay? And that's the most important thing, because if you hold your breath, it kind of defeats the purpose of doing the exercise. Okay, now from here, we're going to make this a notch harder. We're going to bring both knees up, both heels are up with. We're going to take that ball and we're going to push it into the sky as hard as we can. We're going to slowly lower one heel down at a time and come right back, all while really keeping that band from being able to pull it out. So if you can pull your band out, then you're not using those lower abdominals the way we want to, okay? So just lowering one heel at a time. And if you struggle with this and you need to put yourself a box underneath of your feet or a chair underneath of your feet to tap on, that is quite all right. You don't have to do it from the very start, full throttle. In fact, I would love to hear about each and every one of you increasing your stamina and your strength through getting better and better using these exercises each and every day. You don't have to do all exercises 30 minutes every day. If you were just to attempt 10 or 15 minutes of exercises each day, you're going to gain great momentum with a better you. So back and forth with those heels. There we go. Now let's go ahead and take a break there. Now, if you're starting to feel this in that low back, all I want you to do is put a $100 bill in your butt crack, squeeze it tight, and then just lift your butt up off the ground, and it's going to ease your low back spasming. Okay, because our back is not used to doing that kind of stabilization. If you're not used to doing that, our low back can get a little sore, and we just need to stretch it out a little bit. So we're going to squeeze and lift, and just enjoy this stretch, and then come right back down. And yes, you're going to feel that in your hammies. You're going to feel it in your booty. So if you're wanting to create more of a smiley face butt cheek instead of a flat butt cheek, this is the secret to getting the smiley face butt cheek. All right, and then right back down. Okay, now the next exercise, we're going to go one knee bent, one leg is straight, squishy ball into the air. Okay, and again, if you don't have a squishy ball, you just need something in your hands. It doesn't matter what it is. All right, but from here, we're going to push the foot that's bent. We're going to push that foot into the floor hard, and we're going to drive the toe into the ball and slowly come back down. Yep, it looks so easy, but it's really not. In fact, you're going to feel this one tomorrow, especially in those lower abdominals. I know you're all waiting for that spring break swimsuit weather to come in, and you're looking for the beach body abs, right? That all has to do with being in the kitchen as well and eating the right foods. But we definitely want to be able to function from the inside out. So let's push that foot into the ball, okay? And then from here, if we want to make this harder, we take the ball overhead, touch the ground, and bring it together. Yep. And we are burning. We're getting those hip flexors, the abs, we're getting the whole front line, actively working and breathing through it all. Let's do 10 more seconds here. My timer quit because we are already past that 30-minute threshold, but hey, I know that you can go through parts of this video in the future and cut parts of it out and keep it for motivation for continuing on. Nice job. Let's go ahead and relax. Whew. Okay, let's bring those feet together. Let's do butterfly knees. We're just opening and closing, getting a nice good stretch through the hip flexors, through the groin muscles. It's a good feeling, right? Okay. And then from here, let's go ahead and stabilize the foot we just were moving back and forth. The other leg, straight down, toes to nose, ball into the ceiling. We're reaching toe to ball, back and forth. There we go. We're coming to a close. Again, this is recovery and abs, my favorite exercises. That's it. Feeling the burn. And you actually might be feeling this in your low back more than you're feeling it in your abs, and that's good. Okay, either way, we are working on strengthening our body from the power zone inside to outside, as opposed to really trying to get the abs looking good on the outside. We have to build them from the spine out, or it absolutely does not matter. There we go. Nice job. Let's go 10 more seconds. My hips are on fire. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring those feet together. Open those knees. Little butterflies. Opening up those hips a little bit. Good job. Okay, we're going to end with a nice couple of stretches here. These are among my favorite stretches. We're going to bring those knees up. We're going to roly-poly to the side. So just roll to the side. Let those hips lie. Take the opposite arm and reach across the room. Reaching out, trying to touch the wall. And you're going to feel that throughout this whole midsection here into your legs and hips. Okay, if you can't bring your knees back up together, take one leg up at a time. Okay, and from here, we're going to rock and roll on our low back just a little bit. And then we're going to take it all the way across until we let it fall. Reach across the room. Push, push, push into the wall, trying to touch the wall. Give me a little spirit finger action. There you go. Okay, and again, if you can't bring the knees up together all in once, that's a little abdominal workout there for you. Just take one leg up at a time and bring the other one too. All right? Now, let's go ahead and roll ourselves on up. And from here, let's turn on over to our hands and knees. Let's stretch out that low back. So we're going to reach our low back into our ceiling. So think about pushing your shoulders and back into the roof of the ceiling. We're going to sit back onto those heels and push the ground away. Such a good feeling. Opening up all those joints feels so good. Nice job. And we're going to roll on up. And take a nice deep breath. Good. Let's do that one more time. Okay, let's just do it one more time. This one's all for you. Awesome job, my friends. I want to say thank you all for being here and for working with myself and our team today. Definitely got the good workout in. My face is glowing, hair is all frizzy, so that means we've got a good round in there. Would love to see you again each and every day that you're available to be here. And again, don't forget to save this program. If you're having an off day, it's taken me several days, several weeks to get back into the routine of things. Even if you have to just do a little bit each day, that's better than not doing anything at all. So give yourself a break. If you're having an off day and you just don't have the energy, just remember to celebrate what you can do and not worry about what you're not doing. And in doing that, it makes it a lot easier in moving forward. So I look forward to seeing you again here next time and look forward to sharing energy and smiles and thumbs up and all your love. So have yourself a great day. And thank you again for watching with Life Pro.